What is good, everyone? It is REDinFamy, your master Dietrich, and I am here with the Geek Game Tyte crew. So we have Minnie Fee Lee.
Yeah, she don't like me.
We got King Castillo.
Kilo Pig.
And we got the Black Hawk.
Drinking my hand.
So 2K21 of course went on pre-order today, July 2nd. And we've been waiting. Of course, we got to see some PS5 footage of 2K21 with Zion. And did y'all get a chance to see the actual trailer of that, and what y'all think about like 2K21 going forward from that?
All I see is mad sweat, but that's not a bad thing. It's a nice little introduction to advancement of graphics, I guess. I don't know. It looks like right now I see the sweat coming down. It's like, okay, cool. They're playing the game. You see them amped. He's going in for the, I guess he's in the paint. I don't watch basketball, so whatever I say doesn't sound stupid. Don't laugh at me. But I do watch y'all stream, and this is like a little bit of an improvement in what I'm seeing. This is kind of dope.
What about you, King?
For me, I would say that regardless of my own issue that I have with 20, I'm still gonna get this game. Like I'm gonna get every like upcoming game. I'm not really stunned by anything I saw in the trailer, but I'm excited to see what it's gonna look like graphically on the next gen systems too. So I'm really excited to see that at least.
And
I'm
Lee?
just like, I don't know if they about to have Nelly do a track on this since his man sweat all over his body, but I mean, when we talk about 2K in the parties and stuff, I'm not ever excited about the next one because I feel like it's just been going downhill, like from, I want to say 16. I guess 19 was a little decent at one point, but it was like later towards the end where I started to actually enjoy playing it. And then 20 came out. So I'm just like, the last like great one to me was 16. It was 16. When they added, honestly, when they added the neighborhood in 2K18, I thought it was cool, but it was so many glitches in the neighborhood. Like, people were getting stuck in the garbage areas, which were hilarious, but then it just delayed the game. So like you just get stuck.
The train.
Yeah, like, and then like the service was so bad. Like you try to get on the train to go to another park, and then all of a sudden, like your whole game just closes out, or the game just freezes, so you have to close it out. And then like you see those things still happening now. Like I haven't gone through the train station much in this game because I've still been kind of traumatized since 18. It's just like I don't feel like all of that. So I just go to someone else's park, wait for that invite, get to the neighborhood, or whatever. But I think they should really.
Ooh.
Ooh.
She
Where'd she
lagged.
go?
I don't know which day she lagged out.
And your stream is thing anymore.
So cool, but you
What
have
happened?
You got cut off, Lee.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. What's the last thing you heard me say?
I mean,
the
like
park.
the park. You'll wait for an invite.
Oh yeah, like I'll just wait for an invite because trying to do the train and stuff, like just to go to other parks. Period. I'm just like scared because I'm like I don't feel like it cutting off because then you have this new thing where you get penalized if you go into, let's say you go into rec by yourself, your teammates are trash. Because you get that a lot, like they just trash, and you want to leave the game, but you get penalized penalized for freaking leaving the game early because they don't know how to play, and that's just whack. Like you have people ball hogging, you trying to get your little points up to your little VC badge points and all that, and you can't because you're not getting the ball. Because if anyone has ever watched me play 2K, like my main build is always some type of defender. But like since I will say 2K20, I think this has been one of my best builds ever, which is just a glass clean and lock center, because it's all defense. Like I love to play defense. I don't care. Y'all play with me, so y'all know like I don't care about scoring in the paint. If I get the offensive rebound, I'll pass out unless I'm open. I don't have to take shots. Like, I just like being true to what I grew up watching basketball to be. Like, if you was this position, this was your primary job. But like now you have everybody making stretch players, so then you'll have a stretch player on your team who's not in the paint
That's
to
how
get
it was
rebounds.
last 2K. That was one of the, I guess, the metas was, a stretch 4, stretch 3. Like that was always.
And now they have stretch 5s, and it's just like,
they got stretch 5s.
And it's like, if we go in, right, and if we go in, like, let's say 4 of us go in and we get a random center, he's a stretch. So now all of us are smalls, and it's just like, who the hell gonna get the rebounds? And he out here trying to shoot threes. And then, like, another issue with 2K is that they have every position available to shoot a 3. Like, if you are a primary defensive player, especially as a big, there is no reason why you have the illest crossover, you have not much playmaking, and you hitting these threes consistently.
I think one
your
of the
threes could, huh?
No, I'm saying, like, I mean, the thing with 2K, it goes like, that's just the rec alone, and also my career. Like, that's as far as my career period needs a full revamp. And Park should not look like, I swear, if 2K21 has the same exact Park that they have from the last 2 games, you are really not listening to your community at all. Like, a lot of people have been asking to bring back, of course, this when there was Rivet City. Was that one of them? Rivet City.
Rivet was one of those.
I forgot the other one that was like in LA, or even if y'all if y'all give advancements to that, y'all have to make it that Park actually feels like a community-based mode. Because what's the point? It's a park. Like, it needs to feel like it's a community-based mode. Even to meet other players that you might not even know as well. There has to be some type of aspect. You can bring in other things from other games, that has that. And, of course, you can see somebody else's build, probably chat with them. But there needs to be something a little bit more cohesive. So if there is a pickup game and you don't have a crew, you could be like, listen, this is the build I have. Like, it has to be something easy, like as if like you was going to the park by yourself with your basketball, with your water bottle, and you just want to play pickup with some random people. Like, that's how it should feel. It should feel like a street, actually, like actual feel with park. And that was something that Live was doing correctly over actually like 2K. Now, something that I did see, somebody got delivery, but something that I did see, and I just wanted to touch on the graphics real quick to go back to the initial trailer, and then we could go into the other topics too on this, is that what I seen from the PlayStation 5 showcase with Zion, you really have to like slow down that short trailer. I think that trailer is about like a minute or so of showing him, not the intro of him and one of the creators of visual concepts. But when you slow it down, you get to, like, I'm going beyond just the sweat, because I can't stand that too, when the sweat, beads, and all this other stuff. But his actual movements as well looks next gen. And then also, to move on to the one of the things too was the face scans that they have looks crazy. The problem that I want to ask y'all, because I already know this, of course, the next gen, we have to wait for next gen in November. Are y'all copping 2K21 on current gen?
Yeah.
Now,
I won't lie to you. I wanted to cop 20 right now because it's on Game Pass and play with you guys. But 21, there's a chance I might get it. I don't know.
I mean, it'll be good to start now on Game Pass just to get a feel of it and actually learn the game some.
But when watching y'all stream and hearing y'all on the party, y'all be getting tight. And I already have a hot tempo with certain games. I don't want to be blacking on 2K.
It's
like, I don't know.
Like, you know what? I think for you, it probably won't be as bad because this will be your first 2K. Like, whereas we've been playing 2K games for a long time, and it's just like when you keep feeling like you're getting cheated out of money, and like the game didn't go towards advancements, but it went more towards microtransactions. and then the gameplay is just trash, and then like the cheesiness of it, the service suck, like all of that. You just like, what the fuck? Like every year it's the same thing. Like what's changed?
Yeah, there has to be something that, if this is going to be next gen, see, this is the thing, and this is for all video games, period. We got a taste of, through 2K, the pricing of next gen games, which is going to be $70.
70.
So because they're going to be $70.
Wait. What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So PS5 and Xbox Series X games are going to be $70.
Why?
Yep.
That's standard edition.
Well, they're going to be $70 because, so at the previous PlayStation executive, Layton, was on, I forgot what podcast interview he was on. I think it was Game Crate, and if I'm not mistaken, and he was saying how he doesn't see the sustainability of these AAA games if they still are priced at $60, and it makes a lot of sense. The technology and the graphics that are actually being put into games, even this generation, I felt that games should have been priced higher, because you have to understand that these projects are worth damn near more than a movie project.
Right.
And yet they'll sell a lot, but what about other games that don't sell as much, yet they're putting all this money into something, or they have a high budget, or maybe they don't have that much of a budget, but they have to see some type of return and some type of profit. I thought that PS4 was going to be at, and Xbox One was going to be at $70 because of how these games look now. The teams are getting bigger, the budgets are getting bigger. So that's why going forward into next gen is going to be $10 more. I'm surprised it wasn't $80. I remember I had this discussion with somebody else. I'm surprised it's not $80. But
it's not even bothering me.
But
from
what
knowing, like,
$70 doesn't bother me, because I know what I'm going to get. The problem is if no one is going to succumb to that. Yeah, if the games don't live up to that price. So your game could look pretty, but if there's nothing worth, it's just like a chick that's pretty but she's dumb. Like, okay, you look nice.
No.
right.
So we don't want to run into that with gaming, and back to 2K. We know this game is going to look fire. It looks incredible already from the little in-game engine that we've seen already that was coming from a live signal from PS5. We get that. The face scans, we get that. But this is a simulator game. This simulation of this game, and also to go I know, Hawk, you had a question real quick, but the simulation is going to have to improve, and we definitely going to talk about the things we would love to see that we had a problem with in 2K20 that must be in 2K21. Well, Hawk, what was you about to say?
My question is more about the gaming being $80. Now, I understand 2K being, if you wanted to say, you could see it being 80. That makes sense because y'all been playing 2K since it came out back in November. It is now July 2nd, or it's July, and y'all still playing the game consistently, building new characters. Like, not every game has the same amount of replayability. So I can see some games in the new gen being higher, but not all, because some of this one-offs, and it's like, okay, cool, next game. Whereas some games like 2K, you could play forever and ever and ever and ever. Like, even, for example, y'all got tight at 2K20 one time, and y'all went back to 2019 to play 2K. Like, that's how tight y'all were, and y'all still found some comfort in the 2K19 2K that y'all played a month ago, and this is now like an older game. So I can see how some games should be at that price point, not every game.
I could see every game being at that price point because, for example, when you play God of War, the new God of War, it's a one-off game. There's no multiplayer to it, but the amount of talent and graphics that went into that game has been unmatched. Like, when you play that is the best like start menu I've ever seen in my life.
Freaking beautiful.
It looks so beautiful and real, and the budget was high on that game. To be honest, it should have cost more. So I can see that's why, like what King was saying, it has to live up to that. Because then gamers like yourself is going to be like, yo, I'm not paying $70 for this game because my friend said that this joint was trash, or it felt like it was 60, or it feels like y'all trying to bamboozle us just to make us pay all these DLCs and stuff. There's going to be gamers like that. There are. Yeah. It's going to be like, I might as well just keep this little PS4.
Because I love a good sale.
And this little Xbox One. Yeah, because I love a good sale. But yeah, to your point, there's going to be a good sum of gamers that is going to think that way. To be honest. But
I feel you.
Going into another topic, what's some of the things that y'all feel that either are some great pros that came from the past 2K games, or something that is new that you always wanted to be in a new 2K game that they never implemented to improve the simulation?
Wow, same time. I don't play 2K, so I don't know if I can answer that question. By watching it, I can see different things, but I'm not sure.
I already know.
For me, basically, like, to compare it with Live 19, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't get a 20, as we all know. Don't even know if we get a 21. Live may be done forever. Who the hell knows? But what I did like what Live did is they didn't focus on microtransactions, right? The game did feel heavy, but when I created my NBA player, right, you have a set class. So, like, I went with, I can't remember the actual archetype, but basically, I was the claw. I was basically Kawhi.
Mm-hmm.
So, I basically have his talents. But I get skill points, and I can put them wherever I need them to go. But every time I added that skill point, my player actually got better, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, with 2K, I love the badge system. Don't get me wrong. I've loved the badges. Once they introduced that, it gave me a different type of gameplay. But what I don't like is when you put something up in your regular skills and then, your attributes, and then you go and you put on a badge, it negates it. And it's just like, what the hell is going on? So, like, I'll have Unpluckable on Hall of Fame. I'm playing against somebody who doesn't have two-way in their build type or whatever. And I'm not going to say, like, because you have two-way, if you don't have two-way, you don't have good defense. Because I have players that have 4 badges and I can still get a steal. But they're playing full lockdown defense. And it's just like, I've seen this build. I've made this build. I didn't like it. The defense is literally not like this. But you go and wreck, and it's like everyone is a two-way something, but they're really not. And it's just, it's all over the place. So it's like, then I put Unpluckable on bronze, and all of a sudden nobody can steal a ball from me. So it's just like, why even have it available to a certain limit if I'm not going to still be able to hold on to the ball? So it's like a lot of negating. You put Deadeye on, it's not Deadeye. Like, or catch and shoot. You catch and shoot. You got difficult shots on. So let's say you catch and shoot. You're still moving a little bit. Difficult shots is supposed to help with that. But you airballing. And nobody is closing out. And you like, what the hell is going on?
Yes,
so it's like, you'll put all these combination of badges together thinking that you're going to have the perfect play. And it's just like, yo, what the hell? And then you'll play against another team. And y'all could damn near have the same archetype for archetype at each position. But everything that your players should do is not, they're not doing, but their play is doing it. Y'all could be at the same level in everything. And it's like, y'all playing the exact same, but everything is going in their favor. And it's just like, yo, what the hell am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell am I doing? Or you could be playing better than that person, but their teammate grade is higher than yours. And you're like, yo, like, I've literally watched on 2K several times where I've gotten block after block after block, assist after assist, and my teammate grade was still the same. It did not move. And I'm just like, yo, why is my joint still at a C+? Like, this is ridiculous.
It doesn't make the game, especially in rec, the way the badge system is going on, it doesn't make it feel, it doesn't, how can I say this? If you're not playing team, like, if you're not focused on being a team player, then you should be penalized for it. Not just because you was getting a C.
I hear that.
Like, you should be penalized for it. So that includes ball hogging. That includes, of course, making unnecessary shots.
Negligence.
Say that again.
I mean, you do get that. You get bad shot selection if you take a bad shot. If 2K feels like it's a bad shot, because you could be wide open to take the shot, and they'll be like bad shot selection, and you're like, how?
But I'm talking about, like, if you keep doing that over and over again. Like, there has to be something to... Like, this is just, of course, everybody, this is just, that's listening, this is just one attribute of the entire game. But my career, of course, is the pinnacle of the game now. It's not just, you know, you go and play an exhibition game head-to-head, or you play a season or anything like that. Like, my career is now the pinnacle of the entire game, almost. Really, not even almost. So, like, in my opinion... Some of the things I want to see come back is that you actually earn your badges, not that you pay.
Like 2K19.
Yeah, like not that you like 2K19. Like, even your attributes, you have to pay for your attributes. It's like a pay to play game, and it should be
microtransactions.
Those microtransactions. It's nothing fun. Yeah, you making mad money off of the microtransactions, but y'all have to find a different business model that you still can make money for somebody that wanted to pay for something, but it's not going to make them a god in the game. Like, there has to be something that if somebody grind, and not that it's a goddamn long-ass grind neither. Like, that's terrible that you have to grind so much if you didn't want to use VC in order to get a decent player. And then some of these archetypes is crazy. Also, some of these badges make no sense. So Intimidator. Intimidator is one of the most, like, OP badge. Because
it really is.
If you have a defender that has a certain archetype or anything, and I'm not even close. Sometimes like Mini Feet Lee, El Pretty, aka El Prialdo, as El Pretty mostly on the game. If she plays a center or power forward a lot of times, if I'm near her, sometimes, of course, that makes sense. Physically, I'll take her off her game. But I come close to the paint a lot of times so that person can have a higher percentage of not making that shot. Because my intimidating badge is going to unlock and be enabled. But somebody cannot even be close near the rim, not near that player, and you have a high percentage of dunking or making that shot, but just because that person is near you, like, and not so much near you, you can't make the shot. Like, you're you're damn near 10 feet in front of them, and because you have an intimidation badge, you didn't make the shot correctly. Wide open and everything.
Thing that's crazy is that when you say you're, like, if we're on defense, and your player is coming to the paint, and I'm already near the paint, and your player is going up, my intimidator gets negated because you're in front of me, and that makes no sense. Because mine is on Hall of Fame, and yours is probably on Gold, Hall of Fame, whatever. And that person probably does have on Giant Slayer, who knows, fancy footwork, Hall of Fame. But I'm still there, so that's two people against one, but he could blow past everyone. It's just like, yo, what? Like, you can have clamps on Hall of Fame and somebody have quick first step and it's over.
Yeah, it's like it's too much negating on things.
So
that
it's
you
like,
have
what's
for your
the
player.
point of having all of these different badges? Like, in 2K19, I don't remember what defensive badges I had, but I think a lot of them only went up to gold. And Chase Down went to Hall of Fame. Son, it worked when it needed. Like, it literally worked. It was never negated. Like, if I was already back some and somebody took off, I was able to catch up with them. And even if somebody was a little bit in front of me by like 0.3 seconds, whatever the hell, I would still be able to jump past my teammate and get the block. Which is something LeBron does in real life. I can't do that in 20. Like, I could chase down, but if you just in front of me, it'll literally make me get stuck behind you. If I'm guarding my player, he blows past me and you're right next to me, I'm stuck. or it'll gravitate me. And another thing that I don't like about the game is that it'll have you guarding 3 people, and you're 1 person.
Wow.
How the hell am I supposed to be guarding the guy in the paint, but you got my arrow pointing to the 3-point line?
Too much. So yeah, they have to fix the simulation for sure. On different ends, even defense wise too. But King, you have anything to add? King.
Yeah.
I know he didn't fall asleep, just like how he fall asleep in video games.
Wait, something I did like though, until he comes back, is I did like choosing my own badges though. I did like that, cause I can see what I actually need for the position that I'm in. So like with my center, post move lockdown. So if somebody try to come and post me up, they're not doing nothing. You can't get by me. It's a wrap. Like you could try, but my player gonna stand there. It's like you going into a brick wall.
I have a question about the badges. So when you play 2K and you have badges in whatever mode it is, either career mode or in the rec, how many cards or how many can you hold at one time?
Oh, that depends on your archetype. Like some people have 60 badges, some people 61, then you have some people who only have 20 something badges all together.
OP, period.
Okay.
Yeah, point guard is OD. And then, you know what else? Like, going back to what you say, like, you should be penalized for holding the ball too long. I feel like when they lag you out, I mean, they kick you out when you get to, like, a D or a D minus or something, or F, whatever the hell. I've never gotten kicked out the game, so I'm really not sure. I feel like if you're playing a certain position and you're OD hogging the ball, I mean, actually, if you're any position and you're hogging the ball too many times, you need to get kicked. And I think as a point guard, you should definitely get kicked because, yes, you can score. No one's going to take that from you. But your main role is actually to facilitate the goddamn ball and to make the plays. But you just coming up court, dribbling for goddamn the whole 24 seconds and then shooting.
It should be just like how it is in my career, like mode, period, where if you're holding the ball too long, it does make your grade go down. But it should be at a faster rate. Like they would have to figure it out coding wise, so it's not stupid. Like it'll have to get patched later type of situation, but it should be implemented in some type of way because we go through too many ball hogs, and it gets a little crazy. And then we see when people do have these OP builds, that it's like. When you're playing rec, it's not like you're playing real basketball or not even street ball. Because it's like, okay, everybody hurry up and crowd the paint. Everybody hurry up and crowd this. Like, no matter what team you're playing against, there has to be some type of structure, something so you can actually play better. Of course, that's on the users, but we see what actually happens where you pick this certain type of build and player just to go into the rec. It's very cheesy. It's mad cheesy. So no other players can get celebrated at all on how they play, but these specific players for sure are going to go at it and rec and be OP. But King, you back?
See.
So what do you have to add to some of the things that they should add in 2K that you wish they had in 2K20, but you'll love to see it in 2K21?
What now? I do agree with the points that were made. What I would want them to go back to is like what you said, like what was said before, with just being able to choose your archetypes and working towards that badge. What I do like that they added in 20 was that you could choose which badges that fall into your build that you want to work towards. Like when you make defensive builds, like in 2K19, you had all these badges that I didn't really want, like what it's the one that allows you to draw charge.
Charge card was so fucking useless because I didn't care about that.
Exactly, like, so now it's just like in this one, what they did was just like, all right, I can pick and choose which badges into what level before. But I liked it more where you work towards the badges, like individually by doing more. Like if you wanted to improve the rebounding badge, just grab more rebounds in general and stuff like that. not for you to work towards, like, just work towards the defensive badges in general, and then you have to like select which one you want to improve. So I'd want that back. And
I think something else. I have two more things. So earlier when I said sometimes there's 4 of us on, or maybe even 3 of us, and 2K16 when you had rec and it was like you were actually playing in an NBA arena, like it wasn't like a rec center, it looked like you were in an arena. When you went in with 3 people, you can actually choose NBA players to fill the other spot, so you're not with randoms. So at least you knew what you were getting. So you would have computer with you. So you can just play your game with your group of people that you normally play with, and then you'll just have an extra from a team that you selected to choose players from. So that was, I actually like that.
That idea is still cool. I just think that once again, like, they have to add the whole community aspect, because let's say, I think this was like back in 2K8, 2K9, you was able to pick. This is before you was able to do, like, of course, what we're able to do now. This is just head to head, but because you couldn't do the stuff that we have now. But you was able to see the different players and who they were and the things that they would do. What they can do and implement, just like I said, so you can play with randoms more. You can play with randoms confidently. Is basically, it's just like with fighting. Certain fighting games do this as well too. Like, what do they normally do? I think there was a game that told you this. One of the 2Ks, I don't know if it was alive. Does this player make a whole bunch of threes or unnecessary threes? Does this player plays great defense? Does this player pass the ball well? Does this player there should be some type of chart that lets you know. And if they implement that to me will make people more accountable on how they play, because now there's a report card on you to let you know that, okay, this person is a team player. They know how to pass the ball. They don't hog the ball. Or this person plays really great defense. Or this person is very aggressive and they might have too many fouls. Like, then it's like having a scouting report on you. So I think that to me they should have something that has like a scouting report on each my player that is created in the park and also in rec. So then by that time, if you do want to pick up a random, you could decide, hey, do you want to play? All about. Yeah, like, do you want to play? That they don't back out easily or too much. Like, just a full scouting report on how they play and also their behavior online. And then if you be like, hey, you want to come join the game? We about to play, yada, yada. And they can see how we are, too, to see if they all want to join up together. I think that would be great. And that'll add on to the overall aspect of playing good.
Yeah, no, that'll be dope. I'm just saying, like, that 2K16 option I was talking about is like, let's say we've played several and they did have that aspect, and it's just like, all right, I just really want to just play with us 3. You still have the option to make it just y'all 3 and then like 2 random. Like, you get, like, just have different options available for when it gets annoying.
Yeah.
Like, because then we be like, all right, I'm getting off this game and I'm going to go to something else. Now you're taking that annoyance to the next game. And you could be having a good still tight about 2K, and it's just like I've played other games and 2K has pissed me off so much that I called the game that I was in the middle of me blacking on the game I'm playing. I'm like, oh my god, 2K, and I'm not even playing 2K.
Division. I've been hearing that.
Like, you can't, like, I should not be taking that stress across different games. that is not cool. Like, that is just too much. Like, and then when we go play Call of Duty, I have to switch from Xbox to PlayStation, but I'm still tight about 2K. Like, so, it's a lot. Oh, the last thing I was thinking that they should do, because Live has started on it, is, you can create your own female player. And in Live, you couldn't play with them in the Wnba, which is something I was looking forward to. I thought they were going to advance on that for 20, but they never made 20. So I don't know what they were actually going to do. But you can still play online with your female character through Street Ball and everything. And I thought that aspect was cool. So hopefully with 2K21, they bring the you know, create a player, and you can create a female player and hopefully put her through the WNBA. And it'll actually be cool to bring the female players to Park and Rec, because growing up, you already know it didn't matter who you were, female, like your sex didn't matter. You was on the court with whoever.
Yeah.
It wasn't like all girls gonna play together. Like,
exactly.
I was never able to play on the school team because I was too rough, because I played street ball with the guys in my area. Like, you're not coming to the paint on those soft stuff. I'm smacking you in the ball. Like, it's rap. Like,
yeah,
it just is what it is. Like, I'm not gonna be soft on defense. Like, I'm clamping you. Clamps to God. Not Hall of Fame, but to God. Like, you getting clamped up. You not crossing me. You not getting by me. Nothing. Then when I come up the court, I'm Chef Curry. I'm hitting a 3 in your face. I don't care. Because I didn't care about cutting to the basket. I was literally a 3-and-D player. I would play defense, and I'm just hitting mad mid-range and 3-point shots on you. I didn't care. And if I drove to the paint, I want you to hit me hard so I can hit you with the basketball. I mean, and this is why I didn't play in school, because I'm just like, son, I'm not going to get a scholarship, because they're going to be like, she's mad violent. And I'm going to be like, you damn right. You damn right.
Well, I agree on adding those.
And then I would also like to see in the future, like how they always have more than one cover. I would love to see a WNBA player on the cover at some point.
Yeah, that's something I asked from before a while ago. Is that just like what I applaud EA for that, is that they had the option for, of course, a female in the game. I would have loved, like what they did with FIFA, to have a woman on the game, and also, of course, one of the star males on the cover as well. That's what WWE did. 2K
we'll
with
go
theirs.
to that right now too. I was gonna say the same thing about Becky Lynch on WWE.
Yeah, so they should have that as well. Have one of the, of course, leading women on the cover, and also with. I don't understand why not. I don't know what they're doing forward with this, with the WNBA. I feel like, of course, you should, like what you mentioned, there should be a my player you go through with the WNBA and have a story for her, which would be a dope story, because the story of women athletes is going to be, of course, totally different than the story of a male athlete. All of the things she'll have to go through, from, of course, being picked to play with boys on the court, in a park, and them not wanting to pick her on the team, and then she shams somebody, and they're like, oh, let's get her now. You know what I'm saying? So something like that, because it'll be very interesting, and you'll see the point.
Like, they can really elaborate on that, like, to see like what. Like, just to see what it's really like.
But they need
I don't think a lot of people
that.
who watch WNBA, I don't think they actually know, or a lot of people who watch sports in general, I don't think they actually know what it's like to play as a female and, try to get recognized. It's, so easy for men.
Look at the
right,
WNBA
and then,
right
you got
now.
the pay portion coming in and all that. It's so many different factors they can build on. It
can shed light to a lot of problems and issues that a lot of female athletes are facing right now, to get some type of equality popping. And yes, there are a lot of factors to play on why the WNBA, of course, does not make as much as a NBA player, but I felt there was a problem when 2K players was getting paid more than WNBA players.
Wait, hold on, you going in and out, sis. You cutting in and out.
What about now? I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay, but I was just saying, it's a problem when you have 2K league players getting paid more than WNBA players. There has to be something that y'all put towards the structure of getting, of course, because college, I love watching college women's basketball. It's mad exciting. It gets hype, but then there's a fall off when it comes to the WNBA, and I love. Of course, rest in peace to Kobe, and shouts out to him on how it was very important, of course, with his daughter, rest in peace to Gigi.
Yeah.
On how he got really serious about representing women's basketball, because, of course, his baby girl wanted to be, the next him, but in her own aspect. So just paying attention and bringing her around these wonderful women in basketball, so that can rub off on her to kind of take heed and take lead on what needs to do. So, of course, currently we got current legends right now, like Candace Parker, Maya Moore, Aerial Powers. These people right now that is Delone, she's a beast. It's like,
yo, Dawn is wow.
like just so like just having these people right now, these women is dope. So to have a storyline when you coming from college or high school, wherever, y'all can start at middle school and making a full on my player with that would be dope. And of course, like you mentioned, putting her in park, making that play in park. I was speaking to Shakita when she got drafted, and even when I had interviewed her previously, I was like, how would you feel about that? And it's like, she was mentioning it's kind of like a catch-22 because, of course, you know, she probably can't do these things physically that the guys can do. And I was like, well, it still is a video game, and we got some guys doing some shit that they definitely can't do.
Right.
That we
like,
don't see these players doing in real life.
That be wilding, and I see them in real life. I'm like, bro, he can't do that in real life. Like, what is happening?
He doesn't do that in real life. But yeah, I totally agree.
First of all, when I played WWE, I haven't played a 2K game from WWE since 2008 or 9 or 10. I forgot. But I remember. I know it's been a while because they've been trash since 2011. I was just like, oh God, get a better game. But I remember, like, women wrestlers never got the shine until like after a certain time, right? And you could pick a woman player in a game. Let's say you pick someone like who would be good to go against a guy like China, right? In the
I was thinking that.
Rest in peace. But she's kind of a different. Like, she's different. But let's say I pick somebody like Lita, right, or Trish Stratus, and I put her against someone like
John Cena.
John Cena in a match. It'll look crazy, but when you put them in the ring together, she will do that suplex and put his ass down. So I get what you're saying with the game, because, like, you know, it's a women's basketball player in a game where it's mainly men. But why not integrate it? Because if a woman could get in a ring with a dude and beat his ass,
right now.
Like, seriously,
Right.
I feel like it's kind of like at this point it's kind of tacky that 2K is only men at this point. Because it's like saying that the sport of 2K, NBA, is only men. And as a man speaking, I feel like it's kind of stupid that they don't even integrate anything. And
They
there's
did
no
have the
reference.
WNBA this year. It's just that it was like a tacked on. It wasn't something that was even.
It wasn't integrated.
It wasn't. Yeah, it was integrated. Like, they had it as a tacked on for it.
It wasn't spotlighted.
But it wasn't
at all.
spotlighted,
Yeah.
and there should be a way that, okay, you do have to play this, and that if you want to get more VC. Like, something to give an incentive to actually play the WNBA games, because the one thing I will say is when you do play the WNBA players, they feel real, like you really have to learn. It's like learning 2K all over again, because they do feel totally different than playing the NBA players. So I just think that they need to do a better job with implementing the women, making sure the women in the 2K community also be the spearheads and headlighted as well more, because this year because we're gonna get the 2K TV. This year with 2K TV, I only got to see one of my homegirls up there. Shouts out to Pretty Loves Paint. Like,
Nice.
I only got to see Pretty like one time. That she was just there. There's so many other women. You got Hazel, of course Shakita. There's so many other women. Little Lady. There's so many other women in the 2K community, and I'm like, yo, why were they not on 2K TV and you chat with them? Even the WNBA players, there wasn't that many being showcased.
There weren't that many.
Truthfully, though, it's like also with the WNBA, you got to also think about it as a game perspective. Like, you'd be surprised how many women are playing 2K. So,
a lot.
It's like half of my friend group who play 2K are women. So it just makes me kind of feel like, yo, why not just integrate more of it? Because you have women basketball players who are super talented and super
And they play
gifted in
2K.
sports.
Shouts out to
And,
Eric.
and they play 2K.
I
And it's
remember
because they play 2K. Sorry, they play 2K, but they're playing as men. Even though they know if you put these WNBA players with some 2K or some basketball players, they might swipe them.
I have gotten cursed out on previous 2Ks Because in park, if you do something to someone and you're not in the party, you can hear them get upset. Like if we go in the park and it's 3-on-3 and we're not in a party and we just have our mics, like if I do a move on you, I can hear you get upset. So it's just like I've gotten called all types of bitches. Like I was on Call of Duty or something. Like, and I remember like when we first met, Kayla was playing 2K16, and then it was another girl playing with us on PlayStation. It was us three as women. Well, you know, women playing the game, and it was two guys. It was my brother and this other guy. The whole game, they were like sending messages just to the females because we were cooking them more than the guys on the team. Like they were, and it's not like they couldn't play. They was just letting us work because we were hot. Like we were just going in. So it's just like people, they really get mad when you are a female and you cook them. But there are some that be out there like, yo, we need to add this person to the clan because she was cooking. Yeah. And it's just like, if you can get that, why can't it be more for females in the game, period? Like, I know people who play 2K now be like, I will create a female character and cook somebody with a female character.
Representation. It's like playing a game, like creating a character on a game and not enough black people in the game. So you're playing 2K. Why not have women on there? Because women are gangster in 2K. I'm telling you. I've seen you play 2K. You play better than most of the guys I know. It's crazy.
So, King, you mighty quiet. What you got to add?
I second all that because I just agree with like everything that Black Hawk said in regard to that. I'm just like the fact that you don't have that kind of representation in this game and it's not spotlighted.
Wow, I didn't hear anything.
What? You can't hear me? Hello?
I can hear you now, but I didn't hear what Casey was still saying. But I guess I'll hear it when it plays back. You know, I'll just hear it later when it's played back when we release the episode.
Go ahead.
No, but like they really should be opening the door and spotlighting that we should actually have more like the ability to have like female characters being represented and play in the game. On top of that, there's like that could even open the door for like it's something small, but like like put together different types of fits too. Yeah, that would like dope as shit. Like in the park.
That is true. Like having, and that's a great idea because to your point, of course, us women, there's a lot of brands attached to women, period, that 2K can make money off of. Right. That is streetwear. That's women's streetwear brands. That can
even if it's not
that
street
can
brands,
also
this
be.
can come out in a Fashion Over dress and cook somebody.
I know, but I'm talking about specific. Like, I know you are. I'm talking about the street brands that dudes get. There's actual dedicated female street brands that can be added to the game as well. Hell's Bells, like things like that. That can brands that can be added to 2K. Now, as far as we mentioned, of course, implementing women in the game. They should do a My Career. Of course, these different badges. What's some badges that y'all would actually like to see in a game that has never been in a game at all, or been in past ones that y'all did not see this time?
Yo, was Bruiser in this one?
I mean, I'm pretty sure Intimidator just took the spot of Bruiser.
Yeah, they just took things out.
Maybe Intimidator did, but Bruiser was like... It was great because it drained the opponent's energy.
Yeah.
It's like if I'm tiring you out, like that's making it easier for me. Intimidator is just like you go into the pain, it's a wrap. Like that Heartbreaker, whatever joint that is, that was just useless to me.
Heart Crusher?
Yeah, Heart Crusher. Because it's like if the person's not on the streak, it's not going to crush their heart. Like I think Bruiser is the only one I actually missed. Besides that, all the badges that I actually have equipped, I actually am okay with. Like, I really love that post-move lockdown. Like, it actually works. Like, it literally works.
Is there a badge that... There's no badge that helps you, like, to regain control of the ball, right?
I guess that would... No.
Not that I know of,
I guess that would just go in with the attributes, but yeah, that would be cool to have a badge with that.
Because, hold on. Y'all can talk. Go ahead.
But yeah, I haven't seen that. There's one that would be cool to implement.
Yeah.
Because let's say that your handles, of course, let's say you're a big man and your handles is not all the way there yet, but this badge could kind of help you make sure you have control over the ball, that you don't have, you know, butterfingers or nothing like that. Then
Exactly.
yeah, that should be. I hope they fix the archetype better.
That's what I want.
Because
Those
when you
pie
building it and they
charts,
got all these
bro.
pie charts, they don't make sense. Like,
Not,
I mean, like you,
Which way?
and
What you about to say?
I can't.
no, I was gonna say it was like, and like now, it took me. It became months later till I saw it. It was just like what they did was just allow you to have more freedom. So now all these people can just make these, like all these players can make like
That's
well-rounded players, like more often instead of just being tied to like I'm only a rebounding athletic finisher or a two-way slasher. Now it's just like it doesn't even matter what the name is for the most part. You could be like a glass king and lockdown, but still be able to shoot 3-pointers. So that's what the game did. Whether that's a good thing, I think it just depends on like how like on the perspective of like of the player. I personally prefer having somebody who just specializes, like in 2K18 and 2K19. So yeah, that's like where I stand on that.
Yeah, like I
So
just
I
didn't
hope
like
they do
that.
it.
Your player, like if you create a player, like the speed of a player, like let's say you have a true playmaker like yours, or like someone with playmaking in it. Sometimes, like with a guard or a shooting guard, the player is way too fast. Like they be flying off the screen, and then like they'll have like let's take how my brother always gets mad, and you know, kid be getting tight all the time, right? Because he'll have a point guard, ball
That's
handles
defensive.
high as hell, have the badges on, but he keeps losing the ball.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Like I don't
get
understand how that's possible. Like I literally don't understand how that's possible. And it's like, of course, I'm not just speaking for him. Like I know people when we're playing against other people, and I see that they have playmaker in their joint. So I know their ball handle is high, and I'm stealing the ball, and I don't have any stealing badges, and my steals aren't high. I know they're tight. Like I know it comes down to timing because I do know how to time it sometimes. But then there's times when you time it perfectly and it's a foul, and it's a late foul at that. Like they'll damn near be past you and then the whistle blow, and you like, bro, what? Or you'll swipe at the ball and then the call will come up 5 seconds later. It's just like, bro, I'm nowhere near you anymore. So it's like with that, like if I have these attributes, like why aren't my attributes working? Even if I have the badge. And then like in his case, once he puts on the badge, his player is just messed up from that point on.
I think that also the workouts. So like when you're working out and conditioning your player, I think should have a little extra validity to it. So for example, if I'm working out my legs and I'm just making sure my legs are, you know, strong enough, there should be no point and purpose why I have no control when I'm getting like bamboozled and then pushed out of the damn, as far as off the court. Like that happens a lot where you can actually, whether it's in a head to, of course, like the head to head games with the NBA players, it'll go off of their actual like percentage of who they are, their DNA they say of who they are. Okay, cool. But for my player, there has to be something too. Okay, if I'm working out, can I make my build stronger that way as well too? Like, is it added on to that? I don't know. That might go into an OP fashion of something. I don't know. But there has to be something like sometimes I'll get pushed out of bounds. And I'm like, yo, my player has a good control of the ball. Why I can't pass it real quick? Like this, like that's another thing. These goddamn force fields too in the game. It's still there. Like, and then you'll be in a long animation. Like a very long animation that I did not do.
Right out of math.
Yeah, like
He's magnetized.
a whole magnetized. Like it's crazy. So what y'all think about that? Because that joint.
Oh my God.
I mean,
son.
you know how my character is, right? I just go flying right out of bounds all the time.
I mean, you see as soon as I go baseline, I'm out of bounds. I don't understand. Like, every time. There has not been a time where I haven't stepped out of bounds. And if it was a time, it was very rare. It was rare as hell.
Wow.
Shit. Like, I don't remember when they first introduced the workouts in 2K17. Remember when, actually, now that I think about 2K, like, here's the thing. You get a boost in stamina and all this stuff. Now, in 2K17, what I will say is, when I got those boosts in agility by doing agility ladder and stuff, doing the squats in that game were much easier, and the box jumps.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, the box jumps. Yeah, it was easier. All of that stuff was easier, right? But I'm saying that to say this. At the end of my workout, when I went into a game, I can see that it's helping. There's no reason why I'm doing these workouts and my player can't play anymore. Like, he's trash. Like, recently with my characters that shoot, I haven't been doing those workouts. And I actually hit my shots. When I do the workout, it's like I'm missing damn near everything. And then I have to do that for 7 days straight. That shit is heartbreaking. All to get some stamina. But I can just get some Gatorade, B. I can just get some Gatorade. Like, it's giving you all these skill boosts to take from your character. So, like, now I'm jumping too high when I shoot. So now my shot is off.
Yeah,
it just affects. Yeah, that's the thing, you know. It's like if it's not worth it if it just keeps like affecting your shot and making it seem like way more awkward than what you're used to.
Right, and then you'll have like Giant Slayer on Gold or Hall of Fame, fancy footwork, contact finisher, but you'll run to the basket and do a layup. How?
Yeah, I don't
How?
get that. But I do think, like, even in Blackhawk's case, for him to, someone new to the game, or not so new, it's just like, let's say they haven't played 2K in a minute, I think there should always be drills all the time, just like how you do, like, practice also should be a mode where you actually is practicing your player. Like, your player could become better even in that mode in itself when you are in your own so-called apartment or home and stuff like that, where when you're practicing, it is leading up to things for your players' attributes or something. Because it is practice as well. So, and even like, it's a chore to even change your shot and practice with it. It's like too many steps. So if I wanted to change my release, and then I don't know if that's me. I don't know if y'all go through this, but I can't go. I have to do so many things and then go back and practice that release.
You gotta go into the time chamber.
It's too much.
Right, this is.
See, the thing is, though, about 2K that I'm worried about, like you mentioned, me being a new player and trying to try new 2K20, is like, it seems very complicated. There's so many aspects of a game. Like, you know, I just finished playing a specific game just now, and it's like, okay, all these transactions, going to the rec, going to the gym. I have no idea what this means, but I know it's a lot. So it's like, is the game friendly for new players who want to get into 2K21? Or, you know, like, that's the question I'm trying to figure out. Like, is it going to be like, I'm going to get the game, I'm gonna enjoy it. It's going to be easy to, like, catch up with whatever's happening in a game itself, you know?
I think that, yeah, it should. That's why I was saying, like, the whole practice mode should be about you actually learning more about your player, and the archetype you got a chance to actually play and to teach and break down how to do the archetype. Like, there are pre-made builds, which I mistakenly did that, and it was horrible, and I was stuck with that.
But why?
The way 2K have it set up why it's horrible is because there's so many other archetypes to make. The way they have their archetypes set up, that it's not like live. So if you do get a pre-build like archetype, there might be some things you could have capitalized on, could have got more badges for. Like, it's just I'm just a slasher. That's it.
It just didn't make efficient use of it.
Yeah, like, what if I wanted to be more than just a slasher? Like, I'm able to facilitate. Like, they didn't have so much of that with the different archetype builds that's already pre-made that you can have. It was just very plain to me, and they could have did a better job for someone who is new.
So that's like 2K18 basically. Because remember, you were picking what you wanted your primary archetype to be, and then your secondary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that was actually cool. If they still want to bring back the freaking pie chart,
2K21.
your speed, your vertical and all that, that's fine. But that was actually cool to me. I think a lot of people probably didn't like that. I'm not sure. But I actually like that.
So
Because I can choose, listen, I primarily want to play defense, but I still want to be able to cut to the basket. Let me get that real quick.
So real quick,
Bag.
I wanted to also just going into 2K21. Of course,
You're breaking up on my end. I don't know about anyone
Mine
else's.
too.
Yeah, nah, it is mine too.
what about now?
No, you're good.
Yeah, right there.
All right, so going into speaking more about 2K21 and some of the news that we've heard
Yep.
about
Okay.
it.
Since you going, you went out again. You went out again.
Am I good now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's when you actually like just go ahead and we'll just tell you when you cut out.
Yeah, because it's mad confusing. So as far as like going into 2K21 news and speaking on what we do know a little bit about it, of course, Dame is on the current gen, Zion is going to be on next gen, and the Black Mamba, is going to be on the
You're out again.
other one as well.
You said the
Okay.
Black Mamba is on the other one as well, right? Because you cut out.
Yeah, the last one, as far as the Legend Edition, I think it's called something
It's called
else.
Mamba Forever.
Mamba
The
Forever.
Mamba Forever edition. So you got
um,
two different covers. You got one for the current gen and then the cover for the next gen.
Yeah, so yeah, you got two.
Also, you know Zion is for next gen and Lila is for current gen, right?
Yeah.
I said all of that. I cut out.
Okay,
or
I
something?
didn't hear. Yeah, I didn't hear it.
Oh.
Right, we didn't hear you say it. We didn't hear it.
Oh, so yeah, I had mentioned all of that. I don't know what's going on with this this blue mic Yeti. Y'all gonna have to send me another one.
Yeah.
But
They didn't hear
It's about bad now.
They ain't gonna send you shit. They didn't hear you.
but like, how do y'all feel about we just talking about the covers? How do y'all feel about the covers? Like, who was picked as the athletes?
Why Zion Williamson for next gen over John Morant?
Yo,
That's
thank
what-
you.
Yeah, that's
Like,
lot
I'm
of
not
people
saying
was
he's
asking
not
that.
a great player. I'm not saying that. But he hasn't played that many games this season for him to be a cover athlete. Like, Ja has been there. He was out with an injury maybe, a week or two? But he's literally been there from the start. And that's a week or two. Zion played, 20-something games?
Mm-hmm.
Like, this kid would have damn near played the whole season. And I swear to God, if they still do, they're going to have to still do the awards.
Rookie of the
and, you know,
year.
if he does not get Rookie of the Year, I'm literally done with the NBA. Because that means everything just goes based off your hype.
That sucks.
And that's horrible.
That
Because
sucks.
this kid was wilding. Like, they kept saying he couldn't do certain things, and he's been doing it. Like, he's hitting jump shots. He's hitting threes. His defense is great. Like, do you know how big it is as a rookie to have Kyrie come up on the last play and you get the block?
Yeah.
Like, you get the block over him, and we know he's shifty, he's swift and everything. Like, he gives the moves, but you're still able to stop him as a rookie. Like, it shows that you put a lot into your game. Like, I don't know if he's watching film on him, but it just goes to show, like, you really pay attention to the game. And you've played well this whole year. You've played well. You've gotten your teammates involved. You've hit some unbelievable shots. And then he comes out on the floor with 20-something games, and, like, everyone on ESPN is on him. How? Have you not been watching the other person all year? Like, and I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying Zion isn't great, but we're still going based on, like, his games that he's played, he did play well, but we haven't seen him for a year.
Or like,
Yeah, we haven't
Right.
seen him.
We haven't seen him. Like,
and
we've
that's going
seen
off
him.
a hype, and that's not going
exactly.
Because
So it's just like to watch one person all year and to see somebody for 20-something games, and then y'all still keep going back to his college clips and high school clips. This is the NBA now.
So we're gonna go and as far as Ja Morant's stats, right? So I'm gonna go because people get stupid. We're gonna go with the total amount of points Ja Morant has had this year so far, which has been 1,041 points. Zion, of course, because he played less games, have only accounted for 448 points. As far as the games, as far as points per game, of course, Zion averages about like 18 points per game. Zion averages about, what does he average? He averages about like 24 points per game. And we could go on why that's like that, because he's going to be fed the ball more.
Whereas Ja is a facilitator.
When Ja, of course, is a facilitator. So he has at least, he's not, I feel like he has to become better as a facilitator, because he does slash a lot instead of actually playing his role.
That is true.
So that's something he does have to work on, because he is a point guard and he's not a shooting guard. So his assists right now are averaging at 7 assists per game. But him in playoff mode, I think, would be a beast. He reminds me of Russell. He reminds me of Russell Westbrook. But he has to.
He gets explosive.
But he has to. He could become the demise of what happened to Russell Westbrook, because when you know that, okay, you're a true point guard, but you're not playing as, like, Russell wasn't a true point guard ever. He was a shooting guard.
Right.
So most of his career, he was a shooting guard before he hit the NBA. So he plays a certain way, and the explosiveness can either add to injury or add to you being an Achilles heel of your team. Him, on the other hand, I think can be, of course, molded into that play that we really want to see. But on the topic of who should have been more deserving
you
of that,
you cut out again.
What about now?
Yeah, no, you back.
Okay, him being more deserving should definitely be Ja Morant, because he is with hype right now.
I honestly think. Oh, she said she'll be right back.
Yeah, keep talking.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what the hell? I think that last year they had Wade and AD. I think they should have just kept it like that. Like, they should have just had Mamba forever, and then just have the standard edition, which we just said should have been Ja Morant, but they went with Zion, and they could have did the rookie and the vet. They wanted to do that, like, do it that way. Dame, I think they should have waited. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve a 2K cover, because he definitely does. But I just feel like because there's the Kobe edition and then there's the rookie edition, it's not going to get the sales that it should. Like, well, it is going to get the sales, actually, because it's going to be on the current gen system. So people are going to have to get that. But I feel like it could have been someone else for now and Dame next, because he's been wilding. And I think he should have had his own time with a different collector's edition, if that makes sense. Like, it's the Legend edition, and then it was Dame. Like, it shouldn't be three people right there. Yeah, like, it shouldn't be 3 people there. It should literally just be Mamba and one person, and then next year it should be Legend and one person. Like, taking the 3 is taking shine off. Like, you could have just had the standard edition for both instead of just going into next gen, but that's the way they wanted to do it. But in my opinion, they should have just kept it with 2 people and then have Dame next year and then choose whoever they want as the Legend edition after that. Like, it's crazy that LeBron is still in the league and he already got his Legend edition, but he's LeBron, so.
Right.
I have is though, like, oh, go ahead, sorry.
No.
I mean, you have the disc version, right? You get the disc, you're going to buy the LeBron editions, the Mamba Forever. But let's say people who are only digital downloaders who will get the digital copy, what do they get from those editions, I guess, you know?
I have
Don't they get the
I have
themes?
hmm.
Don't they get the themes and like?
I mean, sometimes they'll have their own
Like-
digital. Like sometimes they'll have a digital edition, which will
Mhm.
come with different type of bonuses. But
Okay.
the Legend Edition has the most bonuses on it. But when I put my Legend Edition disc in, or like when I put my Legend Edition disc in, it doesn't show that one. It shows whoever the standard athlete.
Got you.
Right. So even though we're probably gonna get this one, I'm not sure if it's gonna show Kobe or not, but I'll have the box of it. Because last year I actually messed up because I got the D Wade edition, but I got it digitally because still got all of the since it was the digital Legend Edition, I still got all of the VC and stuff that came with it and the My Team packs and all of that. But when I'm on the game, it shows AD. It doesn't show D Wade. And the same thing with 2K19. I have the LeBron collector's joint. I have the disc for it. I put it in. It shows Giannis.
Yep.
Okay.
That's dope.
He out here making drinks.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, sis.
Yes.
All right, cool. As far as because I had a picture that broke down everything that you actually get for all the versions right now. So let me see if I can blow this. Can I blow this up real quick? On all the versions that you can get as far as pre-order and everything. So if you do get the, let me see, if you get the regular version, which would be with current gen, so current gen, of course, the game comes out September 4th. There's 2 versions to actually get, which is the Dame version and the Mamba Forever. With the Mamba Forever edition, you will be upgraded to the PS5 version if you get the $100 version. So the regular version with Dame on it is for $60. It'll be on PS4, Xbox One, PC, and Stadia. I don't know what the NSW mean. I can't think right now. But on a Nintendo Switch. So it's going to be on the Switch. So as far as the other version, of course, I went really, it was a big brain fart. The Mamba edition for $100 gives you Kobe, of course, and you can get the PS5. You can still upgrade with that, which is cool. I wonder what you'll be like if you bought it for the Switch. What are you upgrading to? Because they don't have that version on there, so that's crazy. Now as far as the my team cross progression, so my team points, my team points, tokens, cards, and progress carry across console generations. So from Xbox One to Series X, from PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5, you will have the my team cross progression. And that's for all versions of the game. As far as the shared VC wallet, earn and purchase VC is shared between console generations from Xbox One to Series X, of course, from PS4 to PS5. So you don't have to worry about your VC not going over to the other stuff. Now, as far as, let's talk about the pre-order bonus content. For the regular version, you will get 5,000 VC, 5,000 My Team points, 10 My Team promo packs, and 1 pack delivered per week for My Team. For My Player, you'll get 5 shoes as far as for a shoe collection, 6 skill boosts, 3 Gatorade boosts. For the player content, Damian Lillard digital collection includes Damian My Team free agent card, custom Damian Lillard My Player t-shirt, and I guess you'll get the Tizat Chrono XL NBA watch for your My Player. Let's go on to the Mamba Forever edition. You'll get the Damian Lillard stuff. Of course, you'll get the Zion Williamson digital collection. Why am I not talking about what you actually get for... I guess that's going to be...
You get 100,000 VC. You get 100,000 VC.
Yeah, I have that down here. I was just reading everything off. So you get the Damian Lillard stuff that I mentioned. The Zion Williamson digital collection comes with his My Team free agent card. The Pelicans My Player jersey of him. And also his My Player dunk animations package. You get that automatically. Then, of course, you get 100 VC like normal, which you get with the legendary packs. And the Mamba Forever Edition bonus. And you get 10,000 My Team points, 10 My Team tokens, 40 My Team promo packs, 10 at launch, and 3 per week. You get a Sapphire Damian Lillard My Team card and a Sapphire Zion Williamson. For your My Player, you get 60 skill boosts, 30 Gatorade boosts, and you get also the 5 pair, and you get a spray ground backpack or whatever. Then for the player content, you get Kobe Bryant digital collection, 5 My Player shoes, I guess, of his, 3 My Player jerseys of his, Black Mama My Player uniform rookie jersey, some custom Black Mamba jerseys, a Sapphire Kobe, and 5 My Team shoes, including 1 diamond. Okay, I don't know what that's about.
A diamond freaking Kobe.
And the same still goes on for the next gen versions as well. Now, speaking of next gen, the 2K21 version, like we mentioned earlier, we got a taste of what these games are going to cost next generation, which is going to be $70. And the other version is going to be $100, which is still fair. They could have made that $120 if they wanted to. So right. That is at $100. So I'm happy with that. So what y'all think about this?
I paid $120 for Ghost Recon, and that game ain't get good till later on.
You paid one? Oh.
Yeah, I got the Steelbook. I love Steelbooks. I had faith in Tom Clancy for some reason, knowing them glitches be crazy.
Ragdoll.
So I don't care. I mean, like, I'm okay with that. Like, I'm okay with that. Like, seeing not even just gameplay for 2K, but like the other games at the PS5. When they did the reveal and they were showing the graphics on them games, like, I think it could be more. So like, I'm just grateful that it's 70 at this point.
Yeah, because the load times they're saying right now is 2 seconds speed. 2 seconds.
Yo, like, come on, son.
And they say new gameplay and features for expanded game modes. So I really want to know what some of these new features are and expanded game modes that they are offering. But yeah, to me, they should have had a Mystics. The Mystics had won the championship. They could have did something special as well for a cover to go side and side with. They could have did so many other creative stuff that I think nobody's really talking about that they should implement.
Oh, wait, just to go back on something really quick, because I didn't get to mention this earlier because I got interrupted by someone in the house. When we were talking about, like, how they make women characters and they act like they make it seem like it can't happen, like a woman can't beat a guy. Like, if you watch All-Star Weekend when they do the celebrity game, there are WNBA players cooking, and like, they may not be cooking. Like, some of the celebrities that they have there have the talent to actually be in the NBA if they wanted to, like the way they be moving, and they still get cooked by the WNBA player. Like, they'll have the fundamentals too. Like, they can play. Like, they can sit up there and give some people the business that's in the NBA right now. Like, so it's not like they should be scared or shy away from that. Like, what I don't want is for them to put the females in the character and make them overpowered, because then that's going to be corny, because now you're doing too much. Just make it the same. Like, but there are going to be characters that are going to be better than others, because it's literally like that.
Yeah, I totally agree, and that was a great example to not have an excuse on why something can't be something. Because like with the All-Star games, like you mentioned, that's the women are there, like it has been for years actually. So yeah,
shoot. And then on top of that, like, if you like, just to go like further down the line, because of course we're not gonna get it 2K20 21, maybe not even 22, but the way they do my team, it's not like you can't have a WNBA mode.
Yeah.
Like, you can definitely do that. And then the way they bring in legends, like, there are legend WNBA players. Like, you can't be serious.
That would have been dope, like, to have the 90s WNBA players and you get to play as the legends. Like, we have yet to play as the legends in the, like, of course they introduced the 2K, the WNBA players, but it would be dope to play with, like, the Olympic team. What?
Yo, come on, son.
Like, the 90s Olympic team, that would be fire to play with.
Let me get some New York Liberty players. Let me get some Teresa Witherspoon real quick. Let me just mix you up one time, B.
Get some chill swoops.
Right. Let me get some Becky Hammond real quick. Let me mix somebody with Sue Bird. Like, let me do some stuff.
Sue. Side. Yo, she was a beast.
Like, come on. Y'all can do a whole lot. Like, and this is why it's important also to have black women or just women who actually know the sport and, like, been following it a part of your development team, because these ideas need to be brought to the table.
Yes.
This needs to be brought to the table because it seems like no one is bringing this up.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
Just pushing, I don't know, they're just pushing the same ideas.
Right. They're like, all right, how we going to make more money with microtransactions? Like, I do like that they added certain branding, you know, those partnerships and stuff. But it can go beyond that.
Yeah. Yeah, the partnerships could definitely go beyond that. I think they need to add more locations and more historic locations with these parks. Like, let's get Rucka and everybody else that's historic parks and the
because, I mean, Live did that. Live did that.
Yeah, like, let's get those historic places all over the
Like, it's not like they
world.
can't do it. Shit, I was playing in Paris at Michael Jordan joint against Carmelo in Live.
And even some of those tournaments too, it'll be dope to, like, bring some of those tournaments in the game. I don't know what's going on. I know it's crazy handling those licensing with the colleges, but when these tournaments start popping off,
EA was able to do it.
Yeah, who had the Drew League?
I was in it. Live had the Drew League. In 18, I was wilding.
Like, even a McDonald's joint, like, I understand there'll be a lot going into that, but y'all should just pay the players.
Like, cause then you also gotta remember, like, you're not just tending to adult players. Like, your game is rated E for everyone. So imagine the young kids. Like, you do have little boys who watch the WNBA. You have little girls. Like, how you don't think that they gonna want to play with these players as well? Like, it's E for everyone, but it's like I just stuck in this same time zone, like, or with the same type of players. Like, you'll get more players if you expand more. Like,
facts.
I've seen way more people playing Live 19 or talk about Live, like, nah, because I'm out here playing in Ruck, I'm playing Mad Street Ball. And it's just like, yeah, well, I'll just go to 2K later because Live is it right now. And it's just like, and Live is heavy. Like, it feels heavy, but because you have more game modes and you can explore other things, it was fun. And then you didn't have to spend that much money on Live because you get your player up by continuously playing. You have to earn those skill points. You cannot buy those skill points. You have to earn them.
Wow.
It's not like a heavy grind.
The grind, yo, it's really not that bad either. It didn't seem bad to me. Like, in the old 2Ks, you had to grind too. You couldn't buy your way through it. Like, yes, they have it where you stop at, what, an 85 or 86, but I feel like if y'all still want to keep microtransactions, like, you should make it to where you can't buy VC and put it towards your attribute until you're at least over a 70 or a 75. Because if I can't get much out of my player at a 60 and then I waste VC on them and they're still not better, I'm tight. Like, I just get mad off rip.
It sucks when it's just like I put my character all the way up, or like a good degree up, and then I'm just like, damn, yo, trash.
Yeah. So I'm looking at also the actual things you get in game. I guess no one mentioned anything about a physical copy on these games. Everything has been digital right now. Of course, we're going into the digital age.
Yeah, I got my pre-order though for the physical copy because I ain't playing out here.
I want the physical copy as well too. Definitely want to do a really dope review with y'all on what y'all think about the game. But yeah, 2K has I want to close it out. If y'all have anything else to mention, let me know for sure. But just to close it out, 2K has a lot to improve on, for real. Also with these sneakers, can y'all please also update these sneakers more?
Right, because I'm tight.
The sneakers more, the fits. Like, we're going to have to get it together on the fits. If y'all don't, make sure y'all check out Mini Fit Lee's. The collabs.
It would be hilarious. Yeah, right. Look at my article for that because I got some ideas for y'all. Pick that up. But it would be hilarious if they add the sneakers app to the game and you take the L's in game 2. I would be crying.
I have a question about that. It's in the game, actually. Of course I don't play 2K, but can you design your own clothing in 2K?
You used to be able to.
In 2K18, you could design your own t-shirts, but now you have to reach a certain rep level to do that, which also pisses me off with this rep stuff. You can't get certain things. Like, if you're someone who doesn't play in the park and rec all the time and you're really on My Career, you can't get your rep up to get some of those things, which sucks.
So you can't like design your own sneaker like colorway.
No. Yeah, like you'll get a deal. You'll get a contract endorsement with a brand, and you can create your own colorway and stuff. But then also, like, before you go in the game, it's like a way where if you own a sneaker, you can change the colorway of it as well. So,
all right, that's cool then.
Yeah. But yeah, they need more collaborations. I know, like, not myself personally, I don't care, but I know people want them to fix that joint to get some Yeezys in there. I personally do not give a damn about no goddamn Yeezys. But
I mean, it'll be cool to add the basketball.
Yeah, no, the basketball version, yeah. I think that I'm just really waiting to hear if, like, we know the VC transfers over. I just want to see if your My Player will transfer over. So I'm waiting on news on that. So hopefully we get that. Because that'll be huge as well. Because I literally would not want to start over when I get my PS5. I'm not going to want to start over.
Yeah, I don't want to start over as well. Hopefully it is transferred over. I see this global community lead is still available for that that job. I think I mentioned it before. But yeah, whoever's chosen, definitely got to listen to what the community is saying. Not that you have to fall like on your knees to them paws on everything that is an actual complaint, but to actually take in some great constructive criticism on how to actually improve the community. Because like I mentioned, of course the game needs to be enhanced a lot on the actual simulation features, but the community aspect too is very volatile and toxic, especially towards especially towards women. Like, I've heard a lot of stories from women in the 2K community alone that they know they are a girl, a woman, or whatever, and they know of them in the community, but they don't respect them. They do a lot of things against them to put their stats down and stuff like that. So there really needs to be an improvement on that. Also, y'all damn sure need to do a better job with the draft, because how you had 3 women in the draft pool and none of them got selected at all, like, that is just pure bull. So y'all gonna have to definitely improve on that. I don't know what y'all gonna do with the 2K League too to make it more opportunities for people to be in the league. So however that's gonna be implemented at a better state for 2K21. I can't wait to see that. But yeah, anything else, y'all?
No, I'm good on that now.
All right. So I can't wait for this gameplay. We're going to be on there streaming. For sure.
Right.
I guess I got to get this. Yeah, we're going to be streaming. And hopefully we don't have to... Streaming. Hopefully we don't have to black so much that they did improve on, and listen to the community for sure on things to improve.
I mean, honestly, I'm a black either way. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm a black either way.
She got black either way. But definitely check out GeekGameTyte.com. Minifeet Lee also has a piece on there on some brands that should that 2K should partner up with. So check out her piece on that. Also, she has another piece that's coming too on 2K, and I do as well. But yeah, check out geekgametyte.com, and hope we should do more of these for sure to give our insight on some upcoming games or reactions on games too. You can follow us on Geek Game Tyte on Twitter. Of course, the website Mini Feet Lee is her handle. King Castillo and also Castillo Illustrations, and Blackhawk, his handle is that as well too. Anything else?
I got two handles. Don't forget my City of Blake and Blackhawk with an X, not a W.
This is which two? Okay, I guess he want people to follow him on both. Anything y'all want to promote?
He got both. Why can't I get both too?
We got both. I mean, just if you a sneaker lover, just look out for some more articles soon come. Usually I report a lot on grade school because my name is Mini Feet Lee, because I have a lot of kicks, but my feet are small. Shut up, Mika. So look out for that. I also posted some stuff. Like, usually the sneakers I post, they come out in men and women as well. Of course, I got to post a woman, but I also do some game articles as well, mostly basketball games. So 2K Live. I do have a piece up there comparing Live 19 to 2K20, so you can check that out as well. And, you know, my Instagram, I'm gonna do better. Y'all. I'm gonna do better.
They all stream as well. So y'all want to drop your streams? Y'all don't know. Y'all gotta promote yourselves.
Listen, Mixer is going away, so it don't matter. But on Twitch, I am El Pretty. Right? Is it El Pretty? El Pretty? I don't even know.
El Pretty 88.
That's something that I'm gonna have to start doing more, because Mika gonna kill me. So look out for me streaming more on Twitch once I get that situated. I gotta figure out how to set up this camera and all that stuff. So we're gonna get it together. So hopefully by September, by time 2K release, I'll have the whole setup and be ready to go.
Yeah, I heard that right.
You know, I said hopefully, so don't hold me to it.
I am holding you to it.
I do Mixer.
Wow.
God, Mixer's gone.
Mixer's gone.
On Blackhawk, BLACKHAXK on Twitch. Twitch.tv/BLACKHAXK.
They see it right. They see a name right there.
I'm just saying, you know, just making sure it's clear. Follow me. Yeah, I be blacking on most games. I don't play 2K, but you know, I might.
And if we're not streaming ourselves, we're probably on Red John, because we be getting cursed out on how joint by her.
REDinFamy streams are always fun.
Yeah, we black out on there. We go off and have fun. King, you gotta promote yourself, brother. Like, you quiet as ever. You do a lot of things.
Well, follow my Instagram. That's where I'm at. That's where I feel myself best. Castillo Illustrations.
Okay, I'm gonna just take over for him. So basically, this man right here is who do my video editing. He also has some other projects that he worked with Vision. He's a musical artist that we all are great friends with. He's like a brother of ours. He also, Yogi Grimm is another artist that he did work for. So definitely go check out Vision Third Eye Clarity. And he has a whole like a lyric video that he actually animated for Vision that y'all need to check out on YouTube. There's going to be links in the description. But this man is very multi-talented. I guess I'm his manager right now. This is ridiculous.
I do things.
She tired of it.
It's ridiculous. He draws, Castillo Illustrations. He video edits. He does a lot. And he's not saying anything, so he's about to get cursed out. Yeah.
Cursed out professionally. You say cursed out professionally.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, professionally.
Right. I'm right behind you if I'm not before you.
Yeah, she got the follow-up. So thanks, everybody, for listening. Please leave some comments. Let us know what you feel about 2K21. Are you happy that, of course, is going to be on current gen? Hopefully they do not hold us. Hopefully they don't make it that it looks crazy. We remember last generation when that happened, they had the current gen not looking as great as the next gen. Let's hope that is not the case and we can still be satisfied in September, so we could be fiending for the next gen come some couple of months down the line. But But yeah, everyone, make sure you follow everybody. Like I mentioned, all links will be in the description of everybody that's on the panel from Geek Game Tyte and also their projects. And we will check you all out later. Deuce. Peace.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.